Hey, Samuel. Long time no see. We haven't talked in 2 years, right? What? Is that you, Leo? Long time no see. How are you? Doing fine, I guess. I was worried because I was suddenly not able to contact you anymore. Even if I asked Mom about it, she would just kind of brush it off. We live so far apart as well, so it's hard to just go and visit you. Yep. So that's what was happening. What? Did something happen? Well, you see, for some reason you were blocked on my account and I was unable to contact you all this time. Even your phone number was blocked for some reason. Huh? Why? I don't know either. I thought that I must have made some sort of mistakes when messing around with the settings, but I really don't remember anything. I see. Anyways, sorry for not being able to contact you for 2 years. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I'm just glad you weren't purposely ignoring me. Tell me about it when you find out what happened, alright? Sorry. So, is there something you need to tell me? Yeah, to be honest, I'm sorry about what I have to tell you now. Something you're going to be pretty shocked by, so I want you to mentally prepare yourself. Alright, what is it? I'm going to be getting married, so I can't give you the $3,500 every month anymore. Huh? I mean, I know it's a bit late for me to get married, but I am already 45 after all. But my girlfriend is a single mother who works for me at the company, which means that if I were to marry her, I would suddenly become the father of two 8-year-old twins. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to prioritize other things from now on. So I won't be able to give you money every month. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to say this to you for my sake and for your sake as well. It's embarrassing that my brother is unemployed, so please just get a job. I wonder what my girlfriend would think. What are you talking about? Please, I'm begging you. Hold on, Leo. But I'm the one who's getting married, and I'm the one who's sending you money every month. Huh? I'm the one who sends you $3,500 every month, and I'm the one who's getting married. Wait, you're getting married? But you're 34 and still unemployed. Aren't you the one that's 45 and unemployed? Huh? Huh? Hold on. I feel like we're... Yep, it seems the two of us aren't on the same page. Why don't we first talk about what's happening in our lives? Good idea. You first. I'm... Just like I said earlier, I'm currently dating a single mother who works for me at my job, and I'm going to marry her soon. And when I marry her, I'll also become the father of her 8-year-old twins. Hold on. So what you're saying is you have a job and actually earn money? Yeah, of course. But Mom told me that you stopped going to work and are now just staying in your room all day. The company I work for started encouraging its employees to work from home. I now just go to the office a few times each month. Oh, and 5 years ago, the company started allowing its employees to undertake side jobs, and I earn income from that now as well. I see, so that's what was happening. Okay, tell me about your life now. All right. Oh, sorry, can you hold on for a bit? What's the matter? I got a text from Mom. She gets mad if I don't reply immediately. So, could you wait for a bit? Got it.
Hello, Samuel. There's a favor I need to ask of you.
Hi, Mother. What is it?
Well, I'm really sorry, but you're going to send your brother money the day after tomorrow, right? I was wondering if you could send a bit extra.
Why? I feel that $3,500 each month is enough to support the two of you.
To tell you the truth, your brother spent hundreds of dollars on a video game, and now we don't have enough money for food. Just a little bit's enough, $4,000. Actually, $3,800 is enough. Can I count on you?
I can't really reply immediately. Could you wait until tomorrow?
I see. It can't be helped, I guess. I understand. Reply as soon as possible, okay?
I'm back, Leo. Hey, what did Mom say? She told me to give you guys even more money this month. Huh? She says that you spent hundreds of dollars on a video game and now you two don't have enough money to buy food. What? I'm the kind of person who doesn't buy in-game currency, so I don't know what she's talking about. Anyways, why is she asking you for money in the first place? It seems Mom isn't on the same page as well. What the hell is going on? Oh, I didn't tell Mom that I was texting you, so try not to tell her as well. Oh yeah, this is getting messy, and I have a feeling that that's for the best. Okay, so let's continue our conversation. About me now. Okay, continue please. I work from home now. Up until 3 years ago, I was a regular office worker, but my side job started making more money than my main job, so I decided to quit my job at the office and do that instead. What kind of job is it? I make gameplay videos on YouTube. I don't show my face though. I see. That is a unique job, but I guess it pays well, huh? Mom said that Samuel just plays games all day and shuts himself in his room. You were always good at games, right? I'm convinced. Oh, and one more thing. If you had me blocked, you don't know this as well, I guess. I moved to Tokyo 2 days ago. What? Tokyo? You lived in M Prefecture before, right? Yep. I was assigned there when I was an office worker and kept living in the same apartment even after I quit. But my girlfriend who I used to work with was moved to the headquarters located in Tokyo. We were planning on getting married anyway, so I took this opportunity to move in with her in our new apartment in Tokyo. So does that mean you haven't married yet, but you're living with Mom and your girlfriend? Huh? No, Mom opposed me dating my girlfriend, so I didn't even tell her about me moving to Tokyo. Why did you think I was living with Mom? Mom lives with you, right? What? 2 years ago when she and Dad got divorced, she moved in with you, right? No, you're the one who lives with her, right? No, I live on my own at an apartment near my office. Huh? So this means that I thought you were living with Mom and you thought I was living with Mom? If neither of us have been lying until now, then I guess that's what it means. Then where's Mom living? Speaking of which, the stuff about you giving me money was strange as well. Mom has been asking me to give you two money every month since you didn't have a job. Me too. She told me to give you two money since you were now unemployed and just stayed in your room all day. Seriously? Where do you put the money, Leo? At a bank account Mom owns at C Bank. I heard she's been using it since before she married Dad. That's where I put the money as well. Hold on, brother. Does this mean that... Yep, Mom is really suspicious right now. I'll ask Dad about it. What? Dad? I heard from Mom that they got divorced because Dad cheated on her and he's been distant ever since. Oh yeah, she told me that too. But Dad didn't say anything about it and just entered a facility for the elderly in his hometown, right? I felt that the way he acted during those last few days I saw him was a bit strange. I see. Hold on for a bit. I'll try to contact Dad. Got it.
Hello, Samuel. Did you send the money yet? It's already past the day you're supposed to send it to us. Like I told you a few days earlier, the two of us are going to be in big trouble unless you send us a bit extra. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right? Leo, did you send the $3,500 yet? If you don't send us the money soon, we won't be able to buy food anymore. You see, Samuel wasted our money again and spent a ton of money on his video games. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right?
So you asked Samuel to send you a bit of extra money because I had spent hundreds of dollars on games, but it's fine if I pay the regular $3,500?
Huh?
I guess he'd be able to manage it though, since apparently he's succeeding as a YouTuber.
Leo, what are you talking about?
It doesn't matter, I guess, because you're not going to fool me or Samuel ever again.
Hold on. Don't tell me that.
You're the one who blocked Samuel on my phone, right? I wanted to contact Samuel, so I tried a lot of things, which is when I noticed that for some reason, he was set to blocked on my phone. You did that so we couldn't contact each other, allowing you to ask us to give you money every month, right?
What are you talking about? There's no way I would do such a thing.
I met with Dad.
What?
I know about everything. He said you two got divorced, not because he cheated on you, but because you cheated on him. Apparently, he was able to divorce you on the condition that he wouldn't tell us about your adultery. But he didn't think that you would lie and tell us that you two got divorced because he was the one who cheated on you. And if that's the case, then I'll tell you everything, he said.
That man, to think he would break a promise.
You did something much worse than breaking a promise, Mother. Since when were me and Samuel unemployed? The $3,500 we sent you every month, that's $7,000 each month. What or who did you spend it on?
Well,
Pascal Gardillo, age 65.
uh,
He's the man you cheated on Dad with and the man you're living with currently, right? Even if there were lies. It was after you had divorced Dad, and I have no intention of making love an age thing, but in order to support yourself and this other man, since he wasn't old enough to receive a pension yet, and also to ensure a life of luxury in retirement, you lied to your sons and stole $7,000 from them every month. Me and Samuel won't be able to just forgive this, don't you think?
but both of us are now in our late 60s. It would have been hard for us to find jobs. Which is why I thought I would get you two to help me.
Then you should have just told us to give you money and not set up this elaborate scheme. If you had asked us, who knows? It probably wouldn't have been much money, but I think we would have given you the bare minimum at least. I mean, we probably would have made you break up with Pascal, though. At least you wouldn't have had to steal money from your children like this.
Then I'll break up with Pascal, so don't stop giving me money.
You fooled us once. How am I supposed to know you won't fool me again?
You could let me live with you, or maybe Samuel.
Sorry, that's impossible now.
Why?
Both me and Samuel are getting married.
You're getting married? I get Samuel, but you too?
I get what you're trying to say. When I was in my 30s, I was told by my doctor that I was infertile. And that's what ruined my previous engagement. She wanted a child no matter what. Which is why I had given up trying to get married, but there showed up a person who said that they didn't care if I was infertile. I need to support my family from now on, so I won't be able to give you any more money. It's the same with Samuel.
If that's the case, then just get your wife to get a job.
You don't have a say in such matters, so stop already.
But
I feel like even if we continue talking, we'll just be repeating ourselves, so I'll just tell you our decision. Me and Samuel aren't going to be giving you money anymore.
what?
I don't know where you're living right now, and I don't bother to find out. It's up to you where you get the money from now on.
But if you do that, I won't be able to get by anymore.
You receive a pension, right? If that's not enough, then there are places that will help you find a job.
Please, I'm begging you. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just give me money. Both you and Samuel make a lot of money, so it should be easy for you too.
Will you not understand unless I tell it to you directly?
What?
You disgust us, Mother.
Huh?
Consider the money we sent you up until now as our payoff money. You don't have to give it back, but don't ever talk to us again.
Hold on.
Bye.
Wait. Samuel, you're not like your brother Leo, right? You won't throw me away, right?
Mother?
Samuel! The money each month. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just continue giving me money, all right? Maybe $1,000 per month. I asked your brother, but he said he wouldn't give it to me.
I moved, so.
What? You didn't tell me.
Bye.
Samuel! Samuel! Please, I'm begging you. Don't you feel sorry for your mother?
Apparently, Mother went to my old apartment in M Prefecture after that. She needed to make sure that I had actually moved, so she threw a tantrum in front of my door, screaming and banging. The current owner came home during this, and he called the cops on her. Lucky for her, she got off with only a warning. Next, she went to my brother's house. It's really far away from my house in M Prefecture. In fact, it's 400 kilometers away in K Prefecture. And it takes a whole day to get there. But apparently she had nowhere to go since she had Pascal, after she and Pascal broke up after a fight over her not receiving money from us anymore. Meaning that she was also just wandering around looking for a place to live. Leo guessed that she might do this, so he immediately cut his residence contract there and moved in with his girlfriend. After wandering around for over a week with the last of her money, she returned to Pascal. His condition for her return was to get a job and support the both of them, and Mom had no choice but to accept. But no one helps her because they now know that it was what she got for lying to her husband and children.
Thank Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Linda. Would you mind getting me a mocha latte from the corner cafe? Just a drop of sugar, please. And I would appreciate it if you would bring that by in like a minute or less. I'm craving for the stuff. Oh, yes, and this is your treat, right? Good morning, Paula. I hate to break this to you, but I'm out for the day visiting customers. I won't be back until later tonight. I may even have to stay over if the meeting runs on, which it usually does. Huh? Are you serious? I'm on the highway now, headed east. It's a 3-hour drive to my client's office, so there's no way I'm going to get your latte for you. I suggest you head over there yourself and order whatever you like. Wait a second. I better not be texting while driving and concentrate on getting to my client's office. I want to get there a little early and prepare, so I better go. Are you telling me that you want me to run down to the corner cafe and buy it myself with my own money? Are you really being serious, Linda? That aside, why did you even get that position? I can't understand why they picked you for the sales and marketing division. An ordinary-looking girl like you? By contrast, here I am in the administration section doing filing stuff. I'm way more attractive than you. They got this all wrong, for Pete's sake. Should be the complete opposite. You sitting here doing paperwork and me out there talking to clients and clinching deals. The people running this place don't know what they're missing out on. A huge business opportunity. A total waste of good talent. Are you seeing this, Linda? I don't see the icon on my screen. I have to get there early and prepare. Don't give me that crap. I bet you stopped in at a cafe somewhere having a latte yourself. Short on looks, but acting like a super saleswoman. Give me a break. And you never obey my requests, always making lame excuses. I bet you think you're better than me because you're out meeting clients. You're really patronizing sometimes, you know that? That's why you don't even have a boyfriend yet. It's that high and mighty attitude. Guys get turned off by it. You really piss me off. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, I got a really good idea. You'll love this. Hey, Linda, are you there? Or are you meeting with clients again? Hey, do you want a guy? I mean, a real boyfriend. You'd love to go out with a cute guy, right? Excuse me? A boyfriend? I bet you're craving for one, am I right? I bet you are. With your plain looks, you probably don't have much opportunity to meet guys, am I right? Bet your appetite for some guy has reached its limit. Paula, what are you trying to say? That I've never had a guy in my life? What I'm saying is that I'm giving you an opportunity to meet a guy with a matchmaking party. What do you say? Not really into these sorts of parties. Anyways, I'm good. Huh? You're not interested? But why? I'm just not the type to go to those kinds of things. I've been on a couple of blind dates back in school and I get really nervous. To be honest, I didn't really have any fun. I'll find the right person on my own, and when that right guy comes along and he likes me, well, then that's good enough for me. I have no desire to go out of my way looking for a guy. What I'm saying is that this is the chance for you to meet the right guy. Maybe you'll never have the opportunity down the line, especially with your looks. But I should warn you first, if you do accept, you'll only play a secondary role to me. You'll be there mostly to make me look good. There will be a bunch of guys there. I'm sure someone will bring along one of their geeky friends or something. Might be perfect for you. You never know, this geeky guy may be the man of your dreams. A perfect match. You seem pretty persistent, but like I said, I have no desire to go out of my way to meet some guy. I'm okay for now. Thank you very much. Come on, don't say that. I'm saying that I insist. You have to attend this party. I'm telling you, Linda, I'm not giving up until you say okay. You understand me? The party's at the Stan's Bar and Grill down on 5th Street. Google it and you'll find it easy. We'll meet there at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Be there or be square. This is all too sudden. I have other plans. And for your information, there's going to be a bunch of guys there with annual incomes of over $200,000. You'd be missing out on a tremendous opportunity. And you won't be the only secondary woman there. I will be the major attraction, and you'll be on the same level as them. Just remember that. Although I probably won't have much to worry about. Just so you know, if you don't show up, there will be consequences. You know me, Linda. I got a lot of clout at the office. I could make your life miserable. You do that, and you'll get in trouble with administration. With all those compliance measures being implemented, they're trying to eliminate sexual harassment, victimization, stuff like that. Yeah, right. And who's going to snitch on me? Certainly not a timid little sales clerk like you. For your information, I have no intention of snitching on anybody, Paula. Oh, yeah? About who's coming? I've invited most of our coworkers and even the boss's secretary, Naomi. You know her, right? You guys would get along super great. Really? You invited everyone? Even Naomi? Yeah, Naomi, I know. She's just like you. Not a real head-turner for sure. I really don't understand why she was picked as the secretary. Aren't you supposed to be more appealing? I would be perfect for that position. Clients come in to see the boss, and they come face to face with the likes of her. My God, why didn't they pick a beauty like me? I have no idea. I sometimes have my doubts about this company. They really don't know how to select the right person for the job. Well, maybe you can try putting in a request for a transfer. You may get lucky and get a better position. You don't think I tried? I did it several times, and each time it got rejected. Well, if you're so dissatisfied with your job, maybe the only option you have left is to just resign, huh? You mean just up and quit? Are you serious? You know how hard it is to find a job now? I would never be able to find anything in the current job market. Well, then I really don't know what advice I can give you, to be honest. I don't need your advice, Linda. We got way off track. About the party tomorrow. You have to attend. You got that? No two ways about it. Be there. And remember, you're only there to make me look good. Don't you dare try to outshine me. An impossible task, of course, but just so you're aware. Well, it sure sounds like a pretty exciting party. You better believe it. After all, I'm the life and soul of the party. Why wouldn't it be exciting, right? But I can't go because I already have a boyfriend. Wait a sec. You have a boyfriend? When did this happen? I have a date with him tomorrow, so I really won't be able to attend. Check me off the party list, would you? I better get going. I'm busy. Wait just 1 second, Linda. Don't you dare cut me off. How could a hopeless woman like you have a guy? That's just not possible. I'm way prettier than you. I've got a great personality. I'm super smart. All the traits you don't have. And you have a guy already, and I don't? That doesn't make any sense at all. Just because you don't want to attend this party, you don't have to make up some preposterous lie. Nobody will believe that. You're just making a fool of yourself. Hey, Naomi, what's up? Linda here. Can we talk? Hey, Linda, don't tell me this is about that party tomorrow. That matchmaking thing, is it? Yeah, I'm afraid so. I just got a message from her demanding that I attend. She just won't take no for an answer. She was so persistent that I told her that I already had a date with my boyfriend, so I couldn't go. That was the only way I could get her off my back. But she didn't believe me. She said I was lying. She insisted that there was no way I would have a boyfriend. Really? You know what? I told her the same thing. Said I had a boyfriend already. I guess she knows that I'm lying too. I really don't know what to do. I could just ignore the whole thing, of course, but that would only anger her even more. What a hassle. Well, why don't you just ask your boyfriend to set up a date tomorrow for real? He'd be happy to, right? Pardon me? I was just talking to my boyfriend today about this so-called matchmaking party. I figured he's giving me some advice. He told me to say that I had a prior commitment and had to go out to dinner with him. I was just talking with the other office staff, and they said they would probably do the same. I mean, it was pretty sudden for her to set up that party. People had other plans. Yeah, actually that might work, huh? And everyone else is okay with it? Even if you don't really have plans, I'm sure your boyfriend would help you out. Just set up a date for tomorrow night and you're set, right? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't mind once I explained the whole situation to him. Thanks, Naomi. Pretty simple fix, I guess, but I just didn't think of it. Just too busy, I guess. Aren't we all? At least some of us. Anyway, hope it works out. Linda, are you there? What's up? I'm waiting in front of the office building. Where is everyone? I told you that I would not accept no for an answer and that you had to attend, and now they tell me you already went home? Are you serious? And none of the people in our office have come out yet. Don't tell me they already went home too. If you already went home and the others don't show, there will be dire consequences. You know that, right? And for your information, this secondary role you're going to play is not about just standing around. It's an important role. Are you really all intending to cancel on the very same day of the party? Paula, sorry to interrupt, but I did mention that I would not be attending because I have a date with my boyfriend today. You do remember I said that, right? And I said I saw right through that preposterous lie. Are you so against being there to help me get a guy? I did you guys a favor, for God's sake. You should be grateful to me. I arranged this party, a great opportunity for you to meet the perfect guy, and this is what I get in return? Like I said, Paula, I already have a boyfriend. Why would I go to some matchmaking party when I don't need a match? All right then, prove it. Send me a photo of you guys then. I'm sure you have a bunch of them on your phone. Show me. And I want to see a shot with the two of you together. Got it? All right, Paula, if you so insist. I was going to make an announcement to the other people at the office next week about our engagement. He said it was okay to tell everyone, so I'll send you a photo right away. Wait a second, Linda. Did you just say engagement? You're getting married? Hold it a second. This guy is this the guy who works on the top floor? The president's son? You have to be kidding me. Yes, that's right. When I first started working here, I met him during some of the seminars and he asked me out. One thing led to another and, well, we got engaged. This is not happening. I had my eyes on him for a long time and you ended up with him? You? Linda? This is totally not fair. How could you go behind my back? This is hitting below the belt, you know. You had your eyes on him, but then you hold a matchmaking party to land some rich guy? Sounds like you adore the guy. What's wrong with that? You have to play the field, right? Anyway, you know what? Linda, you can have that guy. I was never obsessed with him. I'm sure that the guys coming to the party tonight are way more eligible and probably make way more money. And even if I don't have you guys to back me up, I'm sure I'll have no trouble snaring one, maybe two, no, probably three super rich guys with my beauty and charm. I don't need you. My beauty and attractiveness will be enough. Wow, what a party! I had so much fun. Hey, about that party last night. I couldn't very well go to that party alone, so I grabbed a couple of girls from RD, pretty plain, but they did the job, and invited them to the party. And just as I said, I was the life and soul of the party. Out of the 4 guys who came, 3 of them were blown over by me. I don't blame them. They were like all drooling over me. I plan to date each one of them in turn and eventually pick the best one out of the lot. This is going to be super fun. Hey, maybe I'll even get married before you. Wouldn't that be something, huh? What's more, all 3 of these guys are making 6-figure annual incomes. Whomever I choose, I win. I knew it would all turn out this way, of course. I mean, why wouldn't a smart and stylish woman like myself not get a dream guy and all 3 at once? You can't make this stuff up. Well, have fun with your little president's son. He doesn't compare. Hey, Paula, are you seeing this? If you are, please reply. Where are you right now? This is the middle of the day. Everyone is still working, you know? The lunch break ended like 30 minutes ago and you're still not back at your desk. Some people from administration went looking for you. This does not look good. You better contact them right away. Are you talking about time? Well, you know, I'm going to be resigning pretty soon, right? After I get married too, I won't ever have to work again. So why do I even have to follow company rules anymore? I I don't follow, Paula. You're not working today? Are you taking the rest of the day off? Is that what you're saying? Kinda. I just submitted my resignation today. Therefore, there's no need for me to go back to the office. Anyways, I'm on a date with him right now. Can't be bothered with work right now. Sorry. Pardon me, just because you submitted your resignation doesn't give you the right to just stop working on the spot. You're really being irresponsible here. You do realize that, right? You can't just walk away from your responsibilities. Take it however you like, Linda. I don't really care. I'm the woman who landed a guy with a 6-figure salary. Who can beat that? Certainly not you, Linda. I better get going. I don't have time to talk to a loser like you. See ya! Paula, I'm telling you for your own good. You better get back to work or you'll regret it. Linda, reply, please. This does not look good. Hey, Naomi, what's up? Sounds kind of urgent. Are you okay? You took the day off today, right? Are you at home? No, not at home, but yeah, I took the day off. It's Friday, so I'm going to my parents' place for the weekend. I'll be back Sunday night. I just got off the highway and I'm sitting here at the gas station. What's this about? I hate to bother you on holiday, but things are really crazy over here. Seriously? What's happened? I hope nobody's hurt or in trouble or anything like that. No, nothing like that. This woman came barging into our office yelling and screaming. She says she's the wife of this guy that Paula is dating, the one she said was her boyfriend. Wait, Paula's boyfriend? Are you serious? But I thought Paula said that she was going out with this great guy and intends to marry him. That's what we were all told, right? Apparently, the woman is that guy's wife. I guess he was married, or she's making it up. Didn't seem that way at all. I mean, she was pissed. You know what, Naomi? I'm not sure I want to hear any more. According to this woman, her husband went to that matchmaking party that Paula had set up. That's where the two met. Are you telling me that this guy attended a singles party even though he was married? Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? And evidently, Paula knew this guy was married but continued to go out with him. Maybe she figured he was going to get divorced. I don't know. Seriously? This is getting way out of hand. You mean to tell me that she was all euphoric, saying she was resigning from her job and getting married and all that, knowing full well the guy was married? Has she totally lost her mind? Yes, it looks that way. To be honest, I can't understand her. Doesn't she think about the consequences? This is beyond my comprehension. Yeah, you can say that again. Oh, I just got an in-office message about the current situation. What's it say? It says she was suspended from work and has to stay home until things are worked out. She submitted her resignation, but I guess it hasn't been approved yet. The administration says not to contact her about this issue for now. Says if any of us get any additional information, that we should contact the manager. Not real sure of the details regarding this whole thing, but doesn't look very good. Thanks for the information, Naomi. I'm sure everything will work out. Yeah, well, she's already put in her resignation, so they'll probably just let her go. She probably won't need to come in till the end of her term, I suppose. Linda, are you there? You have to help me. Could you lend me some money, please? I only need $25,000. I'll pay you back, I promise. The guy I was going to marry, his wife demanded that I pay $25,000 as compensation. If it came to this, he said he would pay and that I had nothing to worry about. But it turns out that he wasn't making a 6-figure salary at all. That was all BS. It was his wife who was earning that income. He lied to me. He was just using his wife's money and dating me. He said he was earning that money. How was I supposed to know? But he's being sued too. He has to pay compensation to her and he doesn't have the money to pay mine and I have no money. How am I supposed to pay? I need your help, Linda, please. On top of that, he broke up with me. Can you believe the nerve? He leaves me with this debt and just drops me? What kind of guy does that? Linda, are you there? Are you even seeing this message? Please reply. I need your help. Everyone's ignoring me. You're the only one left that I can turn to, so please help me out here, Linda, please. You're going to marry the president's son, right? Then you must have a lot of money, right? What's $25,000? It's a pittance to you. Please help me out here. Are you seeing this? Answer me, will you? What's wrong with everybody? Why won't you listen to me? And that Naomi, she says she's going to get married next year, too. She apparently met some rich guy, a client of ours. Why do you guys get to be happy and not me? Why? Paula was quite famous around the office for being a selfish and inconsiderate employee, always talking about finding a rich guy and quitting her job. She would always act as if she was the office leader and would act condescendingly towards the staff members. Other members in her section even complained to the Human Resources Department regarding her unprofessional behavior. It was because of personality that got her stuck in a desk job doing filing work and not in sales. She would have been a complete disaster if she had any contact with our clients. I think the company made the right decision in keeping her in the office. And finally, that incident with that married guy, that really blew up in her face. There's no denying that. About that $25,000 she was asking for, her parents and relatives completely refused to have anything to do with it. As for me and the other staff members, we ignored all her pleading and begging. Eventually, she realized that she was in the wrong and that she had to pick herself up and do the right thing. She took out a loan and paid off all her debts without help from anybody. After that, she just disappeared. Probably moved to another state to start a new life. I just hope she realizes her ways and changes for the better and puts her life back together.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello, Mateo. Your lunchbox was made by your wife again today, right? I'll eat it for you.
Sorry, but I already ate it.
What? What do you mean you already ate it? But lunch break just started.
I told our department head that you were stealing my lunchboxes these last few days, and he let me take my lunch break 15 minutes earlier than anyone else.
What? You told our manager? But I was so looking forward to your lunch today.
Please stop messing around, Stella. Why do you always try to take my lunchbox?
Because I don't bring my own lunchbox.
There's a cafeteria in the office, and there's even a convenience store that's only a minute walk from here.
It's such a hassle. And besides, it costs money, right?
That's not my problem.
What? You're being so mean, Mateo. I've told you this several times already, but I'm a single mother and have 3 children. I have to take care of them, so I need to save money and time in whatever way I can. Don't you get it? That's why I always take your lunchbox. We need to help each other in whatever way we can.
Alright, but why always me then? It still wouldn't be okay if you did this to another person, though.
That's simple. Because your wife makes the best lunchboxes around here. You see, I helped myself for a sampling of everyone's lunchboxes on my first day here, and your wife's food was by far the best.
Okay. I'll tell her you like her food, I guess, but when have you ever helped me, Stella?
Don't I always help you out with work? Oh, and don't tell her that I liked her food.
Alright. But don't you always just make a mess and I have to take care of it by doing overtime?
Come on. You're being so mean, Mateo. I can't help it if I make a few mistakes after all. I've only been here for a few weeks.
Anyways, we're getting off topic. The lunchbox I bring to work is something that my wife made for me. She doesn't make these so you can eat them, Stella.
I know. Why not just ask your wife to make a lunchbox for me as well? That way I won't have to take yours anymore. Come on, help me save some time and money. It's called cooperation, Mateo.
This isn't cooperation, so no. This is called you stealing my lunchbox.
What? You're so mean, Mateo.
Besides, I've already finished eating today.
But then what am I supposed to eat for lunch?
You're not a child, so figure it out yourself. Didn't you at least bring your wallet with you? Go buy a sandwich or something.
I already told you. I'm the single mother of 3 children, so I have to save time and money in whatever way possible. Buying a sandwich will cost me precious money. Since you didn't give me your lunchbox today, go buy me something at the cafeteria.
Huh? No, I'm not going to buy you anything at the cafeteria. Please don't contact me again about stuff unrelated to work. Bye.
What? You're not going to buy me anything at the cafeteria? You're so stingy, Mateo. I bet you wouldn't say that to your wife.
Hi, Rena. I just got out of the office and I'm on the train now.
Got it. You were able to go home at the time you were supposed to today, I see.
Yep. I decided that I wouldn't do overtime today no matter what. I was able to finish all my work right as I was supposed to leave.
Thanks for your hard work. That reminds me, were you able to eat your lunchbox today? I know that this weirdo from work's been stealing your lunchboxes recently.
Yep. Stella wasn't able to steal my lunchbox today. I spoke with my manager and told him about the situation, and he let me take my lunch break 15 minutes earlier than everyone else.
I see. That's good then. But didn't the manager try to stop Stella from stealing the lunchboxes or anything?
He did. He gave Stella a warning, but judging by these texts she's been sending me, it had no effect on her. Ugh. I can't just leave for my lunch break 15 minutes earlier than everyone else every day from now on. It's going to be inconvenient for work. Not to mention that Stella will probably just find another person to steal lunchboxes from.
I understand. So, you need to do something about the root of the problem, right? But still, she really seems to love those lunchboxes I make. This Stella is a part-time worker who joined the company a month ago, and is the single mother for 3 children, right? And it all started when you were eating lunch at the cafeteria with your colleagues, when she suddenly just took an egg roll from your lunchbox without warning?
Yeah, that happened a week ago. Suddenly, a hand reached out from behind me and stole my egg roll. It was so sudden I didn't even have time to stop her.
Wow. I can't believe those are the actions of a grown adult.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. So the day after that, she stole my lunchbox, which I put in the refrigerator. The next day, I put it in my desk with some ice packs instead so she wouldn't steal it. She still managed to take it from me while I was gone. I had gone to the toilet for a bit before our lunch break and it was gone when I returned. This was yesterday, but today I was finally able to eat my lunch thanks to my manager letting me go on my lunch break early.
Well, she seems very determined. I guess she just really likes my cooking a lot. But I feel like she no longer wants to eat your lunchbox, but is finding pleasure in the act of stealing itself.
So that's what you think too? I think she just finds this whole situation amusing and enjoys stealing my lunchboxes, kind of like a bully from school. I wonder if there's any good solution to this.
I think the easiest thing would be to just not bring lunchboxes anymore.
I guess that's an option, but we should make that the last resort when nothing else works. It'll make me feel like we lost to her, you know?
Yep, I agree. I always loved cooking, and it was always my dream to one day be able to make lunchboxes for my husband. I don't want it to end with me not making you lunchboxes anymore. Am I just being selfish here?
No, not at all. I feel the same way. I'm not going to let her ruin my time of relaxation and enjoyment, eating the lunch my wife made for me no matter what. Anyways, I think I'll try talking to our manager again tomorrow.
Yep, I'm counting on you. Make sure she gets what she deserves.
How are you feeling, Rena?
Oh, hi, Mateo. It hurts a bit still, but I feel better than I did in the morning thanks to those pills. Sorry I'm not able to make you a lunchbox today. To think I was so excited to make you a lunchbox yesterday.
It's fine. Don't bother about it. You'll have only gotten worse if you pushed yourself too hard and made me a lunchbox.
You're right. Thanks.
You know, I think I'll go home in the afternoon today.
But isn't that going to set you back at work?
Nah, don't worry about it. Anyways, your mother came to see you today because she didn't have work, right? They're going to be leaving for a trip this weekend, so she'll probably have to leave early today for preparation.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not that busy with work right now, so it's not going to be that big of an inconvenience if I leave home early today. Even my manager said that I could leave early so I could check on my wife. He's even letting me text you while I'm at work.
I see. If that's the case, then I'll take you up on your offer.
All right. I'll go home as soon as I fill out the necessary papers.
Yep. Thanks, Mateo. Hey, Mateo. Where's my lunchbox for today? Where did you hide it? Tell me.
I don't have a lunchbox today.
Huh? Why not?
My wife wasn't able to make me a lunchbox today because she's sick.
Huh? Just because she's sick, she doesn't make a lunchbox anymore? This wife of yours is useless, Mateo. Then what am I supposed to eat? I'm going to have nothing to eat for lunch again because of you. This day for sure, I'm going to make you buy me lunch at the cafeteria.
Don't you dare insult my wife like that. I don't care if you got nothing to eat for lunch. I told you to figure it out yourself, alright? Today was a half day for me, and I'm currently on my way home. So no, I'm not going to buy you anything at the cafeteria either.
Huh? Why did you go home?
I'm worried about my wife, so I decided to take a leave.
What? Seriously? Your wife can't take care of herself or something?
I'm sorry, but goodbye.
Jesus. Both you and your wife are useless, it seems. Hey, Mateo. What's this lunchbox your wife made for me today? Did she want to bully me or something? So rude.
Yes? What is it you want now, Stella?
Hold on. Don't tell me that the lunchboxes up until now were made using frozen foods, and for some reason your wife, who's terrible at cooking, decided to make it from scratch today.
I'll ask you again. What in the world are you talking about?
I'm talking about today's lunchbox. The one that was underneath your desk.
I really don't understand what you're saying right now, Stella.
I said, I ate the lunchbox your wife made for you today, but the food tasted bad for some reason.
Huh?
Seriously, so that's what bad food tastes like. Are you sure your wife's taste buds are okay? What in the world were those condiments she put in there?
But I plan on eating out for the day since I'm not going to be in the office.
Huh? What do you mean you're not going to be in the office? Then whose lunchbox is this then?
I'm going to go to my clients directly from home and then go home from there as well. Bringing my lunchbox around with me would be a bit inconvenient, don't you think?
Yeah, but there was a lunchbox underneath your desk. Which means that it was the lunchbox your wife made for you, right?
Hold on. I don't think that's my lunchbox, but Rosario's lunchbox. He's the guy who sits next to me.
What? This was Rosario's lunchbox? Why the hell is it under your desk?
I'll explain it to you, but first, is your stomach feeling alright?
Huh? Why are you asking? My stomach feels fine, just thank you.
You see, I just got a text from Rosario earlier. Rosario went to work on Saturday as well, and since the company cafeteria was closed, he brought his own lunchbox. And so he put the lunchbox on the edge of his desk, but apparently he found it distracting, so he put it under my desk instead.
No, but I just ate this lunchbox earlier. I'm not talking about this Saturday, Mateo.
I haven't finished talking yet. It seems Rosario was really upset and forgot to eat lunch. By the time he was supposed to go home, he had forgotten about the lunchbox he put under my desk and went home without it.
So what you're saying is...
Yup. He says he only remembered right before today's lunch break. He said to me, I know there's a lunchbox under your desk, but it's my lunchbox that I forgot on Saturday. Just leave it, okay? It seems he was panicking a bit when he contacted me.
What? Why did you just leave something like that under your desk? Why didn't you take care of it in the morning?
I told you. I went to our clients directly from home today, and I'm going to go directly home from there as well. Weren't you listening to a word I said? And it's Rosario's day off today as well, so he couldn't have cleaned it up whether he wanted to or not.
So the lunchbox that I ate was...
Yes, it was Rosario's lunchbox, which he forgot under my desk 2 days ago. You must have thought it was mine, and as usual, tried to steal it.
Wait. Ew, that's disgusting. You just let me eat something like that? Are you trying to kill me or something?
Well, it was Rosario who left his lunchbox there for some reason. But you shouldn't be trying to eat others' lunchboxes in the first place, Stella.
Oh.
What is it?
You had to tell me that story, didn't you? Now my stomach feels strange because of it.
You probably want to go see a doctor.
Where's the fucking toilet? You need to pay me an alimony. 30,000 euros minimum.
Huh? Why in the world do I have to pay you alimony?
Because I was taken away by an ambulance and hospitalized because of you. You caused me a lot of pain and distress.
How in the world is this my fault?
If you had just gone to work as you usually did, this never would have happened. I got out of the hospital yesterday, but I kept vomiting and I had diarrhea too. Pay me both an alimony and the hospitalization expenses. Also, pay me my salary for the days I wasn't able to work. Oh, and pay for my living expenses for a while too.
Apparently you said the same thing to Rosario?
Of course I did. It was also his fault for leaving his lunchbox there. I almost died, you know.
About that. When Rosario found out that I wasn't at the office, he contacted our other colleagues as well about the lunchbox he had forgotten.
Huh? What are you trying to say?
And so one of the other employees tried to throw away the inside of the lunchbox, but that's when you suddenly shoved him aside, shouting, "That's my lunchbox."
I thought that he was trying to steal the lunchbox. That's why I shoved him.
Weren't you trying to steal the lunchbox yourself? And besides, only you would think of doing such a thing. This employee wasn't you after all.
What? Are you calling me a thief or something? I told you already that I'm doing this to save time and money. I'm a single mother that has to take care of 3 children, you know. The least you could do is give me your lunchbox.
But isn't that attitude what got you in the hospital in the first place? I think that one would normally notice if the contents of a lunchbox are 2 days old by how it smells and how it looks. Why did you eat it anyways? Did you seriously not notice it was rotten?
Well, it did kind of stink when I opened it, but I just assumed that your wife's cooking was actually bad, and that everything until now was frozen food.
So you thought up all that, but you didn't consider that it was rotten. That reminds me, I heard that you were fired, Stella.
How in the world did you know that?
There was an announcement in the company chat. I thought that you were only stealing my lunchboxes, but apparently you were stealing some of the company stuff as well.
Are you judging me or something? You don't know what it's like having to raise 3 children on your own. I need to save money in any way that I can.
Yes, I don't know what it's like, but I'm sure it's a lot of work. It doesn't mean that you can steal things, though.
Don't you feel any sort of pity for me? My husband suddenly divorced me and left me with his 3 children, and now I have to take care of them on my own.
That's unfortunate, but no, I don't pity you. Maybe if you hadn't stolen my lunchboxes several days in a row, I would have.
Huh? But I only did that precisely because I was so pitiful.
And I know that you're lying to me when you say that your husband suddenly divorced you and left you with his 3 children. I heard that you actually got divorced with your husband because you cheated on him. But not only that, but the father of your children wasn't him either. And so you aren't able to receive child support from him.
How the hell do you know that?
Your parents came to the office to apologize for your actions. They told everyone at the office about your past.
Seriously? My parents came to the office? Who do they think I am? A child?
Well, it does seem like you can't find something to eat on your own, so... Anyways, your parents gave me some money as an apology for you stealing the lunchbox my wife made me. So please, don't come near me ever again.
Hold on. What about the alimony and the hospitalization fees? The hospitalization fees cost 5,000 euros, and for the alimony, I'm going to make you pay 30,000 euros. And you're going to pay for me and my 3 children's living expenses for the near future. I know. If you're not going to pay me the money, then take responsibility for your actions and marry me. It's a generous offer, right? All you have to do is divorce your current wife and marry me instead. And I'll forget about the alimony and hospitalization fees. All you'd have to do is provide for me and my 3 children.
Are you being serious right now? Why the hell do you think I would want to marry you?
It doesn't matter what you want. You have to pay for what you did to me by marrying me and providing for me and my children.
Absolutely not. Goodbye. I wonder what she was thinking when she told me to marry her. It seems my wife understood, though. My wife was next to me while me and Stella were having this conversation by text. And when Stella told me to marry her, my wife said, I was right all along. I asked her what she meant, and she said that Stella probably fell in love with me, and so stole the lunchboxes that Rena made for me because she viewed my wife as an enemy and rival. I unconsciously grimaced and said, ew, when she told me that. Stella, on the other hand, was forced to go home to her parents along with her 3 children. At a later date, the company asked her to pay for the damages she had caused stealing stuff. It was only 1 month since she had joined the company before she left, but as you can tell from the bill, 50,000 euros, Stella messed up real bad. It seems like she's now working from day to night every day. But since almost all of this goes to her payment of the alimony and damage costs, she has no money to spend on her own appearance. Apparently, she was seen going to work with clothes that looked like they were 30 years old one time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello, Caroline. Are you there? Please reply if you're reading this. I wanted to ask you something. You married my son 2 years ago and came to live with us, but you're still working. Why is that? When are you going to quit that silly job of yours? You're going to be 30 in a few months, you know, right? You also know that my husband runs a company and someone has to take over that company after your husband. I suggest you start getting busy bringing a new member to this family, a male heir who will take over the company one day. Have you even put any thought into having a child? Besides, I sure would like to see a grandson soon. Good morning, Mother. I think I mentioned this numerous times, but the person that will take over as the president of your husband's company will be determined on merit. That's how your husband wants it. He's not going to have a family member just take over because this person is a relative. Well, that's all very virtuous and all, but that's not the real world, Caroline. In reality, my husband's company has been run by 3 generations of this family. It's been handed down from father to son for generations, and our company has profited because of it. Merit alone will not suffice. There is a little thing called tradition, which you seem to be lacking, Caroline. It has already been decided that your husband James will eventually take over as the next company president, and after him, his son, my grandson. Yes, well, tradition is all very good and all, but times have changed, Mother. I'm not saying it's wrong. If the person taking over is competent, whether that be James or someone else, I'm all for it. Will you stop contradicting me? You always find a way to refute everything I say. My husband has informed me that you are a very competent and reliable employee, but your competence and this issue are completely different. You are in no position to determine company policy. You're just another employee. I suggest you keep your nose out of it. I think that applies to you more than it does to me, don't you think? Pardon me? The person that will be promoted to that position concerns all the employees, and that person's decisions affect us all. You've never in your life worked at your husband's company. It seems obvious that it's you that has no right to decide who becomes the next company president or any other position. How dare you? How could you say that? I'm this company president's wife, for God's sakes. I certainly do have the right. Yes, I'm quite aware of that, but that makes no difference whatsoever. Makes no difference? Have you lost your mind, Caroline? I'm in possession of all my faculties, thank you. Do you really think that just because you're the president's wife that you can make such an important decision? Well, I have the right to. Just doesn't seem logical to me is all. This is getting nowhere. All you have to do is just stop complaining and work on giving us a grandson so that someday he will be able to take over this company and continue this long-established custom. If you have time to spurt such nonsense, I suggest you use your time more wisely by having a child. Right now, I'm giving my work priority above all, and I've talked long and hard about this with Jim. Pardon me? I know you complain to Jim about this matter all the time, and he gets irritated because you're so bull-headed about it. But could you not take that frustration out on me? I have other things to worry about. Jim said that? I wasn't trying to be difficult or anything. Just so you know, Mother, Jim is sitting right next to me and seeing this entire conversation. What? Are you serious? Why didn't you say so before? You better be ready for a line text from him later on, and it won't be a very pleasant one, I can tell you that. You tricked me into this, didn't you? You had him sit down and witness this conversation. How could you? Even if I denied such an absurd allegation, you wouldn't believe me, so what can I say? This is getting really exasperating, Mother. I really have to go. Goodbye. Caroline, are you seeing this? Answer me! I want you to come home right away and do a little cleaning. The place is a total mess. You married into this family and you live in this house. You have an obligation to do some of the chores. Sorry, Mother, I'm still at work and I have to do some overtime tonight. Got a project to finish up. Sorry. Are you serious? My husband left his position as president to become the chairman. There is not much time left for you to get to work conceiving a child. And why are you still working? There's no need. I want you to resign and stay home and fulfill your role as a wife. Excuse me? You want me to be an obedient little housewife? Is that it? Are you all right, Mother? You know I'm not the type. Like I said, I give my work priority above all. Are you still going on about that? Anyways, Jim did the cleaning as soon as he got home earlier. He just sent me a line saying that he finished. Wait, you're having James clean the house? Don't tell me he's also cooking. Yes, sometimes, anyways. We're not even living together anymore. How could you even know the place is a mess? We both share household chores. When he's busy, I do the cleaning and cooking. That's what we agreed on. I don't need you telling us what to do. Don't tell me you want me to come to your house and clean too. Is that what you're getting at? Is that what a housewife has to do? This sounds like your typical mother-in-law pestering her son's wife kind of scenario, like in some daytime soap opera. We didn't opt to live near you guys just so you would pester us day and night. How could you say that? It's a mother's duty to look after her son and, in extension, his wife, to pass the experiences of being the wife of a company president. I'm sorry, Mother, but before you start with all the same old hot air again, I received permission from Jim to respond however I saw fit, just so you're aware. Jim gave you permission? And what's this about hot air? Also, I'm going to be pretty busy with this current project, so if you send me any messages that sound like the same old spiel, well, I'm simply not going to respond. Wait, what? So you're just going to ignore me, is that it? Yes, I already got Jim's permission to do it. Jim would never allow such a thing. I better have a talk with him about this nonsense. I really can't have you interfering with my work. We're in a crucial phase now, so I would appreciate your cooperation, Mother. You really know how to anger someone, Caroline. Yeah, well, whatever. How could you just ignore your mother-in-law, for Christ's sake? Always giving your work priority and shunning your responsibilities at home. What kind of a wife are you, anyway? I will make you listen and obey me. Mark my words, Caroline. You'll regret talking to me that way. Mother, have you gone totally nuts? Why did you go into our house without permission? And why did you change the locks? How do you expect us to get in? Are you trying to lock us out of our own home? Do you realize what you're doing, Mother? And besides, where the hell did you get a spare key? I never gave you one, and neither did Jim. I simply took my son's key and had a spare made down at the mall. Hold on a second, Mother. You had a spare made without us knowing? Yes, when he visited us last month, I saw his key case on the kitchen table. And when Jim and my husband were watching that football game, I drove down to the mall and had a spare made. He never knew it was missing. You just went and made a spare key to our house? For what, may I ask? Yes, that's because you two would never give me one. Jim promised he would when you first moved in. If I don't have a spare, how am I supposed to go over there and check the place and see that you're doing your duty properly? Mother, do I really have to explain? Stop right there, Caroline. If you want to enter this house again, I suggest you admit that you were wrong and obey my every demand. I want you to pledge that you will never disobey me, the mother of your husband, the current company chairman. And you mustn't forget that I'm the current president's mother. I want your solemn oath that you will never, ever again defy or refuse to obey your mother-in-law. I want your word or you're not entering this house. Wait a second. Did you just say the current president's mother? I'm not sure I understand you. That's right. Why is it so surprising? Just leave company matters to the current president. That would be my son and focus on conceiving a child. You're the president's wife. There's no reason for you to work. Do as I say, Caroline, or there will be consequences. If you're so dedicated to your job, well, you can continue, but that means you'll have to divorce my son. And that's final. Oh, okay. So that's what you want me to do, huh? You want me to just resign from this company? Am I understanding you correctly, Mother? That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Have you finally gotten that through your little head? There are plenty of other employees that can take your place. That's what a company is for. You work, and when your time comes, you retire to raise a family. It's the normal course of things. Simply just resign and focus on bringing us a grandson. That's your role. It's about time you learned that, Caroline. Oh, okay, Mother. That means we'll just have to see the demise of this company, I suppose. You're joking, right? The company won't go under just because one of its employees resigns. You hold yourself in too much regard, my dear. Mother, you never fail to astound me. I really thought you had the company's survival in mind and that you were serious in your concern regarding who would take over as president, but then you tell me that I have to resign, and not for the good of the company, but to have a baby. What are you trying to say, Caroline? My concern for the company and the family are clear-cut and logical. There is nothing irrational or unjustifiable about what I'm saying. Oh, but it is completely irrational in my opinion. Okay, so if you think what I'm saying is so irrational, then explain that to me. Which part of it is it that you find so unreasonable? Like I said, you attach too much importance to yourself. It embarrasses me whenever you applaud yourself, extolling the virtues of your own work all the time. I mean, how arrogant do you have to be to say the company will go bankrupt if you quit? My God, the audacity! Mother, I hate to tell you this, but I'm the new president of the company. Say again? What did you just say? I said, I'm the new president of the company. I recently took over. I'm surprised you didn't know. Stop joking around, Caroline. I'm serious. This is no laughing matter. This concerns the future of our family. The next president has already been determined, ever since he was born, as a matter of fact. How could he give that position to you, please? Then why don't you ask your husband or contact Jim right now and ask him? They will both tell you the same thing. Or you could even call the office and every employee there will tell you the same thing. This is some kind of prank, right? And what about James? What's James going to do? If he's not president, is he just a regular employee? That can't be. Jim's set to resign by the end of next month. Again, I'm surprised you didn't know. Resign? You're saying he's going to quit the company? Yes, he says he has other objectives, so for now he'll work freelance and see how things go. Freelance? Meaning he's not even going to be employed by a company? Yes, for a while, I guess, after which he says he will eventually start his own company. Start his own company? But why can't he just take over this company? Why would he start his own? Don't tell me you don't even know about that. I thought for sure you would know that. I didn't realize there was such a lack of communication in your family. Jim said that when he went to visit last time, he brought it up several times. He did? I never... He told me that your husband and Jim discussed this possibly years ago. Jim wanted his advice. After all, your husband built his company from scratch. Who better to get advice from, right? Huh? Really? And this was all before Jim and I got married. Neither my husband nor Jim mentioned anything. Oh, and as a side note, as for being selected as president of the company, both Jim and his father were explicit in their decision that I keep my business matters separate from my personal ones, meaning even if I became president, it would not affect our personal lives. And this decision does not mean that because Jim was not selected as president that I stole it from him. Please don't get that idea. Why wasn't I told about this? This is important. My husband nor Jim gave any clue as to what was going on. Caroline, answer me right this second. Why is my husband divorcing me? What did I do that was so wrong? Ever since you arrived, this family has gone totally haywire. You ruined our family, Caroline. And why did Jim throw away the opportunity to become the president of his own family business? And now he's a freelancer? Why? And my husband, he didn't lift a finger to stop him. As a matter of fact, he encouraged him to quit and become a freelancer. What has gotten into everyone? You put a jinx on this family, Caroline. But the worst was yet to come. They appointed you as the next president of our company? How did you manage to dupe everyone? And now my husband wants a divorce? This is like some nightmare. Well, for one thing, you came barging into the offices of our company announcing to everyone of your status as the president's wife, screaming and demanding that your son be appointed president and that after him, our non-existent son, your grandson, be in line to take over after him. That didn't go over too well, especially with your husband. He was humiliated in front of all of his employees. Well, I only did that to protect our... If that security guard hadn't stopped you, you were going to come barging into my office and make a scene, weren't you? But your actions were futile, a complete waste of time. Did you really think that you would be able to change policy or any decision the company makes? You have zero authority to make such demands. But I'm the president's wife! It doesn't matter, Mother. I'm sure your husband told you many times about his frustration with the old traditions. That generation after generation you select a family member as president. It just didn't sit right with him. He wanted a more merit-based system. He believed a more equal and fair playing field would allow the company to grow beyond its wildest dreams, instead of clinging to old traditions. No, he never meant those things. He was always a family man, always followed tradition. Please, Caroline, talk to my husband and ask him to rescind this silly divorce. He doesn't need to do this. I'll change. Please convince him. I really can't do that, Mother. It's really not my concern. Why? Why can't you at least do this little favor for me? Please, Mother, work it out yourself. I have nothing whatsoever to do with your marriage. It's kind of late. I have to get some sleep. Goodbye. Please, Caroline, help me. Okay. I'll give you my blessing, how's that? I give you my blessing that you become the next president. Will you then help me in return? And about who will take over after you, well, I'll leave that up to you and James. You two can make that final decision. I won't interfere at all. What do you say, Caroline? Please, please convince my husband to think it over. Please. Caroline, are you still there? Please don't cut me off. Please, Caroline, I need your help. Actually, my father-in-law told her that he was considering me as the next president, but she just wouldn't listen. Her mind just seemed to shut down whenever he brought up the subject. She couldn't accept the fact. The only thing that was on her mind was that her son was destined to become the next president, and that the wife would have to stay at home and have babies. Eventually, I was appointed as the next president, but that fact never entered my mother-in-law's mind in the slightest. Her son was the only person in the world that would be appointed, and that was that. There was no convincing her. She was so programmed by her self-delusions, a form of self-hypnosis if you ask me. It was probably in that state of mind that made her barge into the office and cause the embarrassing scene in front of all those employees. My father-in-law was so infuriated by the incident that he began to question why he was even married to her, which eventually led him to file for divorce. After the divorce went through, she received a comfortable settlement and returned to her grandparents' home back east. But her spendthrift ways as the president's wife never really waned, and her savings quickly diminished. Her grandparents were worried that she would next target their meager savings and pension, and quickly cut ties with her. I heard she was living all alone in some beat-up apartment downtown doing various part-time jobs to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.